Well, it's just after 6 o'clock in the morning here in Kinlaig, Scotland. Highlands Fishing Expansion Farming Simulator 25. Walter's creepily standing outside the window looking in at me. Probably because I didn't get up at 5:30 and get started because we've got a busy day today. Let me get another swig of coffee. And then let's go. Yes, Walter. Yeah, I know. We got the aquaculture tonight. Yeah. Yeah, we've got, since it's mid-month, we traditionally go out and head out to the aquaculture and deal with the fish out there. So let's see, we got the carrots harvested yesterday, but we kind of run into a bit of a problem. We've got a ton of vegetables. So I've got the trailers all full. As you can see here, I got the Bailey trailer I brought over. I got the Bunning trailer full, and the semi truck. I went and I took the onions that were in it to the railroad transfer silo to store, and it's got carrots in it as well. And our vegetable storage Quonset hut's full. Yeah, so we got to figure out what to do with that. I think maybe we can put a silo extension in, give us capacity for another 100,000. And then I've got the bunker silo blanketed. We cut grass around all three of the fields over by the other set of buildings, and then also around the field that had been canola over by Ben's house, and then we blanketed it. Filled the forage wagon, I think, like 2 times. Let's see how much is fermented. 17% already. There's no real hurry on that though, because we're still taking silage out of the other field. So you see the money's gone down. I bought a couple of things. Because I filled all the trailers, I also bought this used Rudolph trailer. It's only like 17,000, I think. So yeah, we bought that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to our vegetable storage here and figure out what's going on here. Turn the lights on as well. What I want to do is I want to take all the spinach out of it that I can and put into the barely got stopped there. Put it into the preserved goods here, so we can make the bag spinach, and then it'll free up space in here. So I don't know how much. So I think I can put another one of these in as a silo extension. Spinach. Look at that. And that'll give it, so if I put a second little Quonset in as a silage extension, there was another thing I wanted to look at, but it's just too big and it doesn't hold very much. So I think probably the best thing to do would be to just kind of plop another one of those down as close as we can get to it, so it doesn't affect us too much here. There we go, spinach. And what we'll do is we'll just, whatever it'll take. door? No. It's on the tip side bag. Just not coming out real fast, and didn't take, well, about half of it. So then we'll put the rest of the spinach back in. That'll have freed up maybe 8,000 liters in here. How much carrots do I have? So what else do I have? I think there's red beets in here already, aren't there? Or did we empty it out? We had red beets in it before. Yeah. Almost all carrots. There's a lot of spinach in there too. I think that's part of the problem. Maybe we could sell a trailer load of the spinach. Because this is going to last us a long time. Think about it. We could sell a trailer load of the spinach. That would give us a little bit more space in there. We'll plop another one in. That gives us a space for 100,000. That gives us about 30,000 each of the other. We get too much vegetables. We planted quite a bit. And I'm gonna leave this here. Gonna regret it. As always, I regret leaving things where I leave them because I don't know. I think, wow, I left that out. Is that from the other farm? I think so. Oh, did I leave that door open? I think I did. I put planks on here because that's what they need over at the log cabin build. So let's run that over there so we can keep that moving along. This is not very fast, but it's kind of what I had. You can see we did the carrots. I discovered that actually the worker will do the headlands, and they don't go over into the incorrect field because it's a different crop type. So they do know not to go over there. So that's a good thing. I think we're going to do the red beets today because I think we can get it done more quickly, and you'll see why in a little while. Yeah, I'm cryptic about it for a little while longer. It's got something to do with the fact that we spent quite a bit more money than I kind of really intended to. It's all right. It's all okay. We gotta get on these green beans. I'm thinking October we'll get that. I think we can. And then that field needs to, I don't know if we need to do anything in there, get ready for next year. We gotta kind of figure out what we're doing in the other fields. Should have probably went cross country. This is gonna take a little longer. I'd like to do potatoes next year. Probably got to do oats somewhere. And then, ooh, wow. It's just in time before the train came. So oats and potatoes, and maybe peas? I don't know. I need to make a decision on peas after we do the green bean harvest, and that will become more apparent later on. This is coming along well. Got the interior walls done. We'll work on that for a while. Yeah, Can-Am's a lot quicker running back and forth, but I need to bring that and I had, what, the JCB was already over here. I guess I could have put it on the back of the Lizard Dragon. That might have worked. Okay, so over here, oh, I loaded this up with silage, right? Is it full? It's full, so it's ready to go. I can get a worker rolling in that field. I don't know what happened here, but somehow my bales got knocked down. I could probably try and straighten it up with the JCB. I could jab it with the pallet forks maybe and try and clean that up. This field's done until it needs fertilizer. I don't know if there's weeds growing in here or not. What's it say? Doesn't say anything, but I mean they could show up next month. If they do, we'll spray them with herbicide. I'd do it now. I'd spray pre-emergent down on it now if I thought it might help, but I don't want to waste time doing it, you know, or product for that matter, even though we do have. Actually, the weed seeker would the weed seeker know? I don't know. Not sure. Let's get this unfolded a little higher, yeah, so we see. And then I'm just going to go ahead and hire the worker. I'll get out the way. Weeds growing. Yeah, this says weeds growing somewhat, so we're going to have weeds in this one. Some weeds growing right now. Mediums, no less. Wonder why that is. Probably because this is the area the tram line's supposed to be. So what are these areas? This has got cropping. Get out the way. Let's let him roll. Oh, I can't. I was gonna say, I've got the Bednar drill over here. Wait, where is it? Where is the Bednar drill? Oh, it's right here. To get wheat in that other field, but I need to get this delivered first. So where are we gonna go with it? Let's take a look at the prices menu. 372 at the animal dealer. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm all mixed up because I had a kind of a plan what I wanted to do, and I'm forgetting what it was. Yeah. But let's see what we can do. I'll see you over. We'll go to the animal dealer. We're going to deliver this. Then we're going to stop by the machinery store and we'll explain how we spent more money. Alright, we're here at the machinery store. In the last episode I was talking about wanting to put in the wood pellet production. The problem I have on this map is some of the land is not purchasable, and when you buy things like the young fish breeding facility, you don't get access to the land. You don't own it, so you can't add placeables on there. So here, there's this land right here. I don't know if you could buy that. Let me pull up the map and farmland and see if you can. So we're here by the store. Yeah, I think... Nope. Ah, why, Giants? Why? So no, that would have been a perfect spot because it's nice and flat. It's kind of already industrial. Alright, so maybe you noticed what was sitting here outside the workshop area. I said I wasn't going to get it. I did. And I'll explain to you my thinking about it when we go in and get it repaired here. And I got to keep things moving along because we got to get out to the aquaculture today. So yeah, used equipment, when you buy it, it's not in tip-top shape. A harvester, you want to be in the best shape as possible because it could affect your yield. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to not repaint. We're going to repair for almost 15,000 pounds. Yikes. Now here's what I was thinking. Now I should have wrote that down. 14,587. So I'm trying to keep track of this because here's what I'm thinking. Well, it's going to become more apparent later on, but so we're in for 248,795 and then 14,587 for the repairs. What I'm going to do is sometimes you can buy used equipment and flip it, sell it back, you actually make a profit. So here's what I was thinking about doing. This will help us harvest the red beets faster than what we were doing. That's why we're going to do red beets today, so we have time to go out and do the offshore aquaculture. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell it when I'm done, because I don't really need it and I don't want to keep it and I don't want to spend the money on it. But I think it'll be cheaper than having leased it. And maybe we'll like completely break even. I don't know. That's the thought. And if that works, then what I'm thinking about with the green beans is if we can keep our, how much is a green bean? Well, let's check used equipment, then let's check a green bean harvester. There's a bunch of stuff in here. That's a hoe. That would be great. I don't know if we need to log on hillsides. These two things are interesting, but yeah, nothing. How much does a green bean harvester cost to lease? So under vegetables, our green bean harvester, it costs $500,000. So we could buy it for $500,000. We have that much. We'll have more after we go out, and we can buy it and sell it when we're done. Leasing it alone would cost $25,000. So if we can buy it, use it, and flip it for less than a $25,000 loss, it's cheaper than leasing the machine. I don't know if it works. I've never seen anybody do it. I just thought of it. Yeah, it's a little nefarious, but I want to do green beans and I don't want to spend a whole lot of money. And if that works, then we could do the same thing with peas. So I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get a worker to drive this up to the farm. Fingers crossed. Where did he go? Sorry. I got distracted when I went into the menu to send him to go to because I saw a worker working somewhere and I was like, where do I have a worker going? And I forgot I have the worker doing the rolling in that field that popped up. Anyway. Sorry about that. That's not a seamless transition. All right, I got to go back. We're going to go put this into the field with the seed drill putting wheat in, and then I'll head back to the farm, and hopefully that beet harvester will be there. So I'll see you back there. I kind of wanted to be there when it arrived, but can't have everything. Okay, we're back at the farm in the incredibly slow Tigre car. We're gonna park it over here because I think this will be out of the way. Which of course won't end up being out of the way, but okay. So let's grab the MB track and the Rudolph trailer. And we'll get started on this beet harvest. I have not used this beet harvester before, and it's new for FS25, isn't it? Wanted to check, see if I had a complete wool pallet. I do not. We'll open this gate here. I should park over, well, I'll walk over from here. I'm gonna back up a little more and just, I don't know what kind of turning room I'm gonna need for that thing. Like I said, I don't think I've ever used this before. I think it's new. It's an Agrifax, and weren't our beet harvesters in previous versions of the game the sugar beet harvesters, because we didn't have a dedicated like red beet harvester. We had to use the same things that we use for the carrots and the parsnips, so that's cool that there's this. And so I think we had a Holmer or whatever before. So this is my first time in this. As always, when you get into a new piece of equipment, it's always a good idea to pull up the help and see what it can do. So as that car drives by, I can dip into the menu and open my help window. See, unfold harvester. Let's go ahead and just do that. Yeah, no, nothing too exciting, or nothing too out of the ordinary. What it would look like, opened up, ready to go. So we can't adjust it at all, really. I don't know what the capacity was. I didn't look. Probably should have paid attention to it, but. I can't believe I bought this, but I think it will work doing what we want to do. let's see, let me get into the field a little bit here and see what it wants to do. So I want to set it at steering assist. Do it. If I do that, I should be able to just go back and forth, really. Get beacons on. I'm going to be off a little bit on this first one, but it'll be fine. It's all going to work out, you'll see. Fired up. Turn that down. And we've never seen the animation on this one before, so this will be pretty cool. Let's turn the beacons on. So you see we're pulling the red beet up out of the ground. It's got like its own halum cutter at the beginning, and then it's pretty cool. This is really cool. I may keep it. Because it works so well. And then we can just flip around. Which is probably the best thing to do for the way we've got this field set up. I mean, you could do more sweeping turns and go like every 3 or something. You'd probably be fine, but man, this is cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I think I might keep it. Because it makes doing red beets so easy. But we can't do red beets like every... Let's just do a sweeping turn. Let's go skip 2. Maybe we'll come back and get those 2 and then we'll offload it. So what we can do is we'll put the red beets into the preserved goods production. I think it'll hold about 24,000. And then we got a problem because we don't have any place to store it yet. Look at that turning. Oh, it's like a tricycle. I didn't even notice that. It's got like a single wheel in the back. Well, not a single, it's 2 wheels. But the axle's really tight. So, it's so cool. This thing is really neat, man. I'm telling you. This is like a little bonus. I was not expecting this today. This was not my intention, but this thing is so cool. We gotta do a time lapse though.
Johnny was a mighty lad and he came for Stirling town. And when he cams are open by all the lasses gae the run, singing ye my Johnny laddie, it's ye my Johnny lad. ye, my Johnny laddie, ye, my Johnny lad. I'll dance the tit and knit your kilt, ye, my Johnny lad. We has toodle-laddie, toodle-laddie, oh. There goes my Aunt and Johnny, we has toodle-laddie, oh. Oh, and when he comes a-roving by a rant, so while we glee, singing that big hoose in London tune does need a lower me, crying ye, my Johnny laddie, and she, my Johnny lad. I'll dance the tape and knit your kilt, ye, my Johnny lad. We has toodle-laddie, toodle-laddie, oh. There goes my Aunt and Johnny, we has toodle-laddie, oh. Oh, well, Scotland is my nation, and sae proud I am to say, cries the Aunt and roving Johnny, as the robes upon his way. And we, ye, my Johnny laddie, ye, my Johnny lad. I'll dance the tape and knit your kilt, we, ye, my Johnny lad. We is toodle-laddie, toodle-laddie, oh. There goes my Aunt and Johnny, we is toodle-laddie, oh. Oh, Johnny was the brawest lad, and he was a lad of mine, and I never had a better lad than 99. And we, ye, my Johnny laddie, we, ye, my Johnny lad. I'll dance the tape and knit your kilt, we, ye, my Johnny lad. We has toodle-laddie, toodle-laddie, oh. There goes my Aunt and Johnny, we has toodle-laddie, oh.
Alright, it's just a little after 11 o'clock in the morning. I cannot believe how good this thing is. Oh man, if they had something like this that did carrots and parsnips, could you imagine? Now I know there's mods, like a Colossus mod or whatever. They've made... Actually, no, they've like altered beet harvesters, I think, to do the... I guess there are mods that could do it. What have I been missing? I don't know if they're like based on a real thing, though. At least this is based on something that exists, I think. I don't know about the other stuff. So the vegetable storage is full, and the production is full, and the trailer is full. I can finish the harvest, but I'm gonna have to leave some here in the beet harvester, but we'll figure something out. I was kind of going at an angle there. Did I miss anything? It's one thing I don't like is, yeah, you got to get lined up kind of straight with the the steering assist lines, and if you're off a little bit, it'll automatically steer you off the crop. So you got to be careful to make sure you're properly on the line. I think we got it all. I think these need to be mulched, but I'm not sure. And same onion field. That was the first onion field we've done, right? That was ours. So yeah, I think maybe we need to mulch those fields. So we'll go over, we'll get the Bednar mulcher, and maybe get it over in the onion field if we can. Let's see. Yeah, we're done. Okay, what are we gonna do with this? Let's just bring it over here and we'll park it. How am I gonna get the boards out of there? Oh, let me get rid of the lines here. And then I'll just run over. Ah, get out of here. Get. Come on, get more. Ah. Need to go on a boar hunt again. Not happening today. And that worked just so good. I don't want to get rid of this thing. I don't know what all I could do with beets. But it's a superfood, right? We're gonna park it out of the way. I want to get this out of here soon, though. I don't want to leave it in there very long. Let's just put it here. Can't fold it because my hopper's partially full. And it actually does me no good to move this because I can't put it anywhere. I'm thinking. Thinking. Got an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. As ideas go, maybe it's not the worst. Lizard dragon. What I would like to do is I'd like to take the lizard dragon and go get some flour. I could sell the spinach first, put some planks on to sell as well, then go up and load flour on it, and then go to the bakeries. So let's get it out, and it's an idea. Park it right here. Again, I don't think I need this spot. I'm gonna back this in just so it's kind of out of the weather, so to speak, even though the harvester's still got beets in. So I told you I put carrots into the truck yesterday, right? I would like to put barley or oats, one of the two. What do we have more of? We have more barley. I'd like to take barley up and put it in the windmill, and this would be the truck to do it in. But we're partially full of carrots. So here's what I'm thinking. I got a lot of, actually I got a lot of spinach in that. That's the other thing I was considering doing, is selling some of that spinach because we have an awful lot. So here's what I'm thinking. To try and extend the ability to use this thing without having to add a silo extension on, which I think we will anyway, but oh wait, you fill at the back, not here. Let me top this off with carrots. I really should just take the spinach out of there, but let me top this off with carrots. So it had 34. I'm going to take about, what, 14 or something? Should leave about, how much of this carrots now? 20,000. So if I put 20,000 of each in here, 3, that's... There's just too much spinach in there. That's the problem. Alright, so this I'm going to probably regret. I don't want to let someone else drive my truck, but I'm going to try and send the truck to the railroad transfer silo and see if he'll offload it and come back and park right here. Alright, all I could do was give him a go-to command, so I just tried to send him to the railroad transfer silo. I don't know what object. So that's happening. Okay. I don't know if it'll work or not. Well, if he gets there, and then I could teleport to it behind the scenes so you don't see it, and then offload him and then send him back. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put planks on here. I think. And then let's take a look where spinach bag and planks can go in the menu. 2292 at Seaside Restaurant, which is what I figured. And then planks goes lots of places. But I want to send them to board games. I'll tag it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do a time lapse. I'm going to load planks onto here. How much can I get? Quite a few, actually. So I'm going to load planks onto there, and we'll take that to the Seaside Restaurant, and then the planks to board games, and we'll go up to the windmill. We'll load it with flour, and we'll run around to different bakeries. I think that'd be fun. Okay, we're arriving up here at the windmill. I see only one flour pallet. That's a little surprising. I kind of expected to see more than that. Oh, it's about to spawn another one. So here's what I was thinking. So let me load this one on here. I guess I could call an audible and we could load the fabric pallet on. Just alter my plan. I had planned on delivering flour to 3 different bakeries, but if I've only got the one or the 2, another one comes out, I could take one out of the container, but I don't really want to do that. I'll take the fabric and I'll take it to the spinnery. What's the name of the town over here? I don't know. I don't think there's a bakery in Famir. But, okay, so we could take the flour to the bakery and... What is it, Courtbridge or something? It's where the spinnery is, too. We could take fabric to the spinnery, flour to the bakery in Courtbridge, and then flour to the bakery in Spruce Bridge, and then yeah, that'll be fun. I just gotta try and leave myself enough room to get the other flour pallet on here. And then the worker was blocked by an object. I don't know what that is all about. So we'll see if we can figure that out. We'll wait for that other flour pallet to spawn. Let's throw straps over these, I think. We should be alright. And then what are we? 994 should be any second. So easiest way would just be to pull up the map. Okay, I see him. So I'll just I'll hop over there. And we'll offload it and we'll see if we can send it back while we're waiting for that flour pallet to spawn. Oh, it's already there. Okay. But no, the worker's charging me, so let me address that real quick. So he got stuck on the gate going into the logistics center railroad complex over there. So I offloaded the carrots into the railroad transfer silo and sent him back to farm, and of course he's blocked by an object again. Now what happened? Let's see. Where'd he get to? Oh, he probably got into a car accident. No, it wasn't even a car accident. It just was making the turnover by the bridge, and it just, I don't know, stopped. Doing on time because I didn't get that pallet tight against the headboard there. Do I have enough room to get this in here? Yeah, raise it high enough at least. Yeah, I get it in there. Let's push it in a little more. There we go. That ought to do. Let me throw a strap over that. I'm going to park that there, and of course it's going to be in the way. Let's come over here, hop in. Look at, sorry, yep, closed. All right, let's take a look at the map here real quick. So up here at the windmill, so I think this town's called like Cordbridge. Oh, is there no bakery in town there? Oh, that's unfortunate. And then there's nothing there. But there is in, oh, okay, so what's in Spruce Bridge? Coffee house and Toastie's Bakery. All right. And then I suppose there's another bakery in Kinlaig itself. Wee Oat Cake. All right. So revised plan. I'm going to run to Courtbridge. We'll deliver the fabric to the spinnery. Then I'll go to Spruce Bridge, deliver flour to Toasties, and then into Kinlaig, and then we'll go back to the farm. Well, my plan, as good as it was, had a flaw because the spinnery in Courtbridge doesn't buy fabric, it produces fabric. So, what can I do with this fabric? I don't think we've ever been to the tailor shop. Glen Hat Company's closer, but yeah, let's tag the tailor shop and pull that up. I think it's on the road back out. Yeah. And I'll head back to the farm. We've got to go get the JCB into the other wheat field that we just put in. Yeah, we got some running to do still. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. I got to start thinking about getting out to the aquaculture. I don't know if this needs to be mulched or it can be mulched. But my guess is yes. So let me turn this on, drop it down, and see what happens. Did anything happen? I don't think anything did. Let me look at the map. Oh, it did. Sure doesn't look like it did anything. So yeah, this is definitely a good job for a worker because I can't tell what happened, if anything. I'm glad it didn't say the worker can't do it. Sometimes that happens if you're doing things at a stage when it's not necessarily expecting you to do it. How much barley will fit in here? Probably quite a bit. This is pretty close to half of it, I think. This will probably be wishful thinking. I'll pull out. Why don't I go over here? See if it'll go from here. Yeah, because we had that problem coming out, making that turn over there. So let's see if we can send a worker straight from here. We're gonna go to the windmill. The blonde guy. Going. I hope he makes it okay. All right, I need to go talk to Walter. We need to figure out, do we need to do fish food to the young fish breeding or out to the aquaculture? I can't remember if I took some last month or not. Walter, how are we doing on fish food at the productions? So it looks like we ran out of young trout out at the trout production. We're doing good on fish food. Could take some out, but it'd be all right. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we can ignore fish food for now. Now get out there. We'll worry about fish food out at the offshore next month and maybe tomorrow or later for the young fish breeding. I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna take the car, all right? So I tell you what, I'm just gonna sign off here. I'm gonna say, hey, thanks for hanging out with me here. Highlands fishing expansion for Farming Simulator 25 in Kinlaig. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? Don't cost nothing. What I will do is I will at least show a screen of how much we got for all the fish that we sold. And we'll see you next time.
PlayStation